One thing that almost all new small business owners get wrong is thinking that they only owe taxes once a year. In actuality, you're responsible for 4 quarterly estimated tax payments throughout the year. In this video, we're going to go over quarterly estimated tax payments to the IRS. Make sure to watch through the full video in order to make sure that you don't get a surprise tax penalty at the end of the year. First of all, almost all new small business owners make the mistake of missing a quarterly estimated tax payment. However, with just a little bit of preparation, you can totally avoid this mistake. Some of the topics that we're going to discuss in this video are who owes quarterly estimated taxes, how to calculate what you owe, what are the exact deadlines for each quarter, and how to actually send your payment to the IRS. The US tax system is a pay-as-you-go system. When you are a W-2 employee, your employer withholds all the taxes that you owe on your wages. They send those taxes that they withheld on your behalf to the IRS. However, when you're a small business and you work for yourself, no one's withholding taxes for you. So for the IRS to make sure that they get the taxes that they are owed, they've set up a quarterly estimated tax payment system. These quarterly estimated tax payments are supposed to estimate the amount that you will owe at the end of the year. So once you get to the end of the year, you will hopefully be right at what you owe, a little above or a little below. Quarterly estimated tax payments are the self-employed version of withholdings. Now, if you don't make your quarterly estimated tax payments, you're not going to go to jail. However, there could be penalties at the end of the year, which you always want to avoid. Additionally, your tax payment could be very large, and unless you are keeping track of your spending, you may not have the cash in the bank to satisfy your tax liability. That's why it's important to make quarterly estimated tax payments and keep track of what you think you're going to owe at the end of the year. So, who needs to pay quarterly estimated tax payments? If you expect to owe more than $1,000 in taxes at the end of the year, you are required to make quarterly estimated tax payments. When you're calculating what you think you're going to owe to the IRS, make sure to remember any credits, withholdings, and deductions you may already have. Most people that fall under this category are self-employed, a freelancer, an independent contractor, a sole proprietor, you're a partner in a partnership, or an S corporation shareholder, you have significant income from investments, rental properties, or really any other source of income that is not related to W-2 employment. So if you are a W-2 employee, you do not need to make quarterly estimated tax payments. And if you are expecting to owe less than $1,000, you do not need to make quarterly estimated tax payments either. So say you're a W-2 employee and you own a small business. You can either make quarterly estimated tax payments if you're expecting to owe over $1,000 in taxes, or you could go to your employer and increase your withholding from your W-2 paycheck. That way you don't have to make the quarterly estimated tax payments, and you should be covered by the additional amount that you're withholding from your W-2 wages. So when are these quarterly estimated tax payments due? It's important to pay attention here because the due dates can be a little bit tricky. So your payment for the first quarter is going to be due April 15th, which is 15 days after the first quarter ends, which would be March 31st. Your second payment is going to be due June 15th, which is actually 15 days before the second quarter ends, which would be June 30th. Your third payment is going to be due on September 15th, which again is 15 days before the third quarter ends, which would be September 30th, and your fourth and final payment for the fourth quarter would be due January 15th, which is 15 days after the fourth quarter ends, which would be December 31st. So it's important to understand when these tax payments are due because they're not always due after the quarter ends. A couple important things to note: if the due date falls on a weekend or a holiday, the due date then moves to the next business day. So for example, if April 15th falls on a Sunday, the due date would move to April 16th, a Monday. Additionally, if you owe state estimated tax payments, those usually follow federal estimated quarterly tax payments. However, you should always confirm with your state to be sure you're making those payments on time. So now that you know who owes and when it's due, how do you actually calculate how much you owe? So the first of two methods is the safe harbor method, which is the simpler of the two. If your AGI is less than $150,000, you can pay 100% of the taxes that you owed in the prior year in 4 equal quarterly payments payments, and that will be sufficient for your quarterly estimated tax payments for that year. So for example, in the prior year, if you made $100,000 and your effective tax rate was 25%, then for the current year, you could pay $25,000 in 4 quarterly equal tax payments, or $6,250 per estimated tax payment. And that will be sufficient for the current year's estimated tax payments, and you shouldn't owe any penalties at the end of the year. If your AGI is over $150,000, then you will owe 110% of what you owed in the prior year. Continuing on with our example, say you made $1 million last year and your effective tax rate was 25%. So last year you paid $250,000 in taxes. In the current year, you're going to owe $275,000 of taxes because you owe 110% of what you paid in the prior year. Another form of the safe harbor method is to pay 90% of what you expect to owe in the current year. So for example, if you expect to owe $100,000 in the current year, that means you should be making payments of $90,000 in total, or $22,500 every single quarter, and that should be sufficient to cover your tax burden for the current year. The safe harbor method is a great method if you think your income is going to vary a lot throughout the year. Method 2 is the annualized method, which is a little more complex and a little more precise. In the second method, you estimate what you are going to owe at the end of the year, and then pay 25% of what you expect to owe at each estimated quarterly tax payment. This method works a lot better if your income is fairly consistent and easy to predict throughout the year. When you're calculating the estimate on what you think you're going to owe, it's important to remember things like your tax bracket, self-employment taxes, any deductions or credits that you may have, and then of course make sure to divide the total by 4. So you pay that amount each quarter. The IRS has Form 1040-ES, which actually walks you through how you can calculate what you might owe. This is something that can be done at the start of the year and then revisited if you think that your estimate is going to change. So now that you know who needs to pay, when to pay, and how to calculate what to pay, let's discuss how to pay. There are 3 ways to pay the IRS for your quarterly estimated tax payments. The first one is IRS Direct Pay. With IRS Direct Pay, you can pay the government directly from your bank account. It's free and there's no account required. All you have to do is go to irs.gov/payments. This is the most straightforward way to pay the IRS for your estimated quarterly tax payments. The next method is EFTPS, also known as Electronic Federal Tax Payment System. With this payment method, you are going to have to enroll for the first time that you pay, but after that, you'll be set up and it's great for repeat quarterly taxpayers. And the third and final way you can pay is by check or money order. This requires you to mail the check or the money order with a completed Form 1040-ES voucher to the correct IRS address. If you are making state quarterly estimated tax payments, many states have their own portals or their own ways to pay. Make sure to search your state's Department of Revenue to make sure you're sending your money to the correct location. An important note here is to make sure that you're keeping accurate records of your quarterly estimated tax payments. It's extremely helpful to keep confirmation numbers, bank statements, or any proof that you have paid the IRS or your state for your quarterly estimated tax payment. So, say you've done everything right, but you accidentally calculated your estimated quarterly tax payment incorrectly and you underpaid. The IRS charges interest on the amount that is underpaid for each day that the payment is late. This is not a flat rate fine and it does compound. In most cases, it's not going to be a catastrophic amount for a small underpayment. If you pay less than 90% of the current year's tax liability, less than 100% of the prior year's tax liability, or if you have over $150,000 of AGI, less than 110% of the prior year's tax liability, any 3 of these could trigger an underpayment penalty. If you miss a payment, it's best to pay as soon as you can. Since the penalty accrues daily, the sooner you pay, the less interest you're going to have to pay. One thing to note, if you did have a major life event, the IRS does have a waiver process. This is not something you should bank on, but it is there if you fall under any of these unfortunate circumstances. So, some practical tips to stay on track to make sure that you're hitting those quarterly estimated tax payments. A good rule of thumb is to set aside 25 to 30% of anything that you make in order to save those for the taxes that you may owe for every quarterly estimated tax payment. This will prevent you from running into any potential cash flow issues in the future. Make sure to set reminders weeks in advance on when you're going to owe these taxes. That way, when the deadline comes up, you're not surprised. If you had any significant changes to your business that might affect what you're going to owe in taxes at the end of the year, it's a good idea to revisit how much you're paying in your quarterly estimated tax payments. That way, at the end of the year, you're not stuck owing a bunch or having paid way too much. And lastly, make sure to keep very solid bookkeeping records. So, to summarize everything that we went over in this video, quarterly estimated tax payments are owed by most self-employed individuals and small business owners. In most years, the federal due dates are April 15th, June 15th, September 15th, and January 15th. There are two methods to calculate your quarterly estimated tax payments: the safe harbor method and the annualized method. It's important to choose which one best suits you. And you can pay the IRS via IRS Direct Pay, the electronic federal tax payment system, or by check or money order. Quarterly estimated tax payments may feel difficult the first couple times you do it, however, will become part of your routine as you get used to it. If you're still having trouble understanding quarterly estimated tax payments, a firm like 1-800-Accountant can make the process a lot more straightforward by looking at your business and giving you solid direction when it comes to tax and accounting needs. If you found this video helpful, make sure to check out the other videos that we have on our channel, as well as check out the description below for any resources that might help you with your tax or accounting needs. Make sure to subscribe for more accounting and small business tax tips.